Hi, my name's Henry Braddon. I am from Paignton in England, and I have a bachelor's in modern languages and European studies, with my two languages being Spanish and Italian, and I'm just completing a master's in translation and professional language skills, my two languages also being Spanish and Italian, which I translate into English. I'm looking for a new challenge, and I've always been interested in teaching, so that's kind of why I'm applying to teach English in China. Here we're going to do a lesson on idioms today. So to begin with, class, who can tell me what an idiom is? Anyone? No? How about a proverb? Has anyone heard of the word proverb in English? A proverb or an idiom are sayings which we use when we're not necessarily trying to say exactly what we say, but it's something you say to mean a more abstract or slightly difficult to explain idea. So we'll just start having a look at some idioms, and you guys will kind of get a feel for what they are as we go along. So the first one that we're going to look at is "let sleeping dogs lie." Can anyone have a guess at what that might mean? No? Well, what "let sleeping dogs lie" means is to, if there's a situation or something which seems calm and relaxed, and it seems like it's functioning well without any interference, you shouldn't try to change things. You shouldn't come in and change the way it works, because that might cause a disturbance or might make things go badly. So that's what "let sleeping dogs lie" means. The next one that we're going to look at is "when pigs fly." So, I might say, "I will stop teaching when pigs fly," which means that I will never stop teaching, because pigs, obviously, will never fly, will never grow wings and fly. As we're going through these, if you guys want to think about possibly any Chinese proverbs which you can think of, which have a similar meaning, or which even just you think might be interesting to share with the class, or that, so that we can get a bit of a discussion going after we've gone through these and had a little test on them. The next one that we're going to look at is "better late than never." Any guess what that might mean? This one's a little bit more literal and a little bit more easy to understand. Yeah, that's right, that it's better to arrive late than not to arrive at all. Very good. So, the next one that we're looking at is "don't cry over spilt milk." Now that means that you shouldn't get upset or get sad over very small issues, small problems which might happen. For example, if you spill a bit of milk. So yeah, any questions about that one? No? No problem. The next one that we're looking at is "all's well that ends well." Now this means that, for example, this lesson, say this lesson you're struggling a bit and you're not quite understanding what's going on. As long as by the end of the lesson, and I hope this is the case, that by the end of the lesson you'll all understand exactly what all of these idioms mean, and will leave confident that you can use them when speaking English in your day-to-day lives. So "all's well that ends well" means that even if you're struggling with something, as long as it ends in a good way and you end feeling positive about it, then it's all good. And the final idiom that we're going to look at today is "call it a day." Now, this means to finish something. So, for example, when the lesson is finished, we will call it a day and we'll all leave. So, let's do a little quiz on this now. If, for example, my friend here at the front has kicked the table as they walk out and it hurts a bit and they get a bit upset, they get a bit angry, I might say to them one of these idioms. Who can tell me which idiom I might say? Anyone? No? Would it be "when pigs fly"? No, that's correct. And how about "all's well that ends well"? Anyone think it might be that? No? Good. How about "don't cry over spilt milk"? Yes, that's right, that's the one that you guys want. Good stuff. So, another example. how about if next week my friend here at the front, on the right, comes into class at 2:10 when class starts at 2 o'clock. They walk in, they sit down, they say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I was late to class." I might say one of these idioms. Who can tell me which one I might say? No? How about, would I say, "Let sleeping dogs lie"? No? Good. Would I say, "Let's call it a day"? No? Good. Would I say, "Oh, that's alright, better late than never"? Yeah, good stuff, guys. I'm glad that you're understanding this. Now, I think we're about coming to the end of the lesson today, so it's about time we call it a day. I'll see you next week. Thank you very much, guys.